Hey.
Hey, Drew, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, man. I'm so glad to be a guest on my
Good
own
to
show.
see you
Really
back
great.
on Sober Boys.
Sober Boys making it happen. Hey, everybody.
Back in action.
Back in action.
Back moving through the life of...
Back in the habit.
Back in the habit.
Sister Act 2 style.
Yeah, I mean, that was real. That movie, when that came out...
You ever see that movie?
I was never the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great movie.
I saw that movie, and
It's Lauryn Hill.
I know.
Yeah.
And I immediately forgot what happened in that movie. That's how good it was. It Men in Black'd me.
Yeah, because it was so crazy good.
I love getting Men in Black.
You see, a habit is something nuns also wear.
A habit?
And then the habit of singing awesome versions of gospel music is also what they were doing. So that the title had a double meaning, Back in the Habit.
Drew brought me some good coffee from Perk.
Yeah.
Drew brought me some coffee from
Savannah George's best.
It's really good.
You like it?
It's just black. It's very flavorful.
Yeah, good. It's
really thick.
It should be. It's an Ethiopian blend.
It has a really thick flavor.
Yeah.
Is Ethiopian coffee thick?
It depends on what you describe as thick. It's got usually some berry notes in it.
It's very chewy flavor.
It should have well, taffy.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just like
Black tar.
it feels like you get a lot of flavors within one flavor.
That's measures a good coffee. Hey, as we're talking about coffee, I'm going to go ahead and say Sober Boys in no way the views and opinions that we express in Sober Boys in no way represent the views and opinions expressed or by the Central Office of Alcoholics Anonymous or any other 12-step program. These views and opinions are just ours, Drew and Taylor's. We hope to entertain and instruct, mainly entertain. That's what we're here for.
And here's the PSA for the PSA.
Yeah.
This PSA by no means represents Drew and Taylor as a whole. It only explicitly represents the beings inside of Drew and Taylor, using their bodies as a vessel to expunge these ideas that may be within and without the universe above and beyond that which is inside of us all.
That was really beautiful.
Thank you.
This third PSA in no way represents the PSA, the gorgeous poetry that Taylor said. It's just a PSA for PSA's sake.
Yeah.
It's just saying that the views and opinions of this PSA reside only within this PSA.
Yeah. PSAs are merely just a placeholder for explanation. They do not...
This explanation in no way represents... All right.
Yeah. But a PSA really is just holding space for words. It's not... It doesn't like... If something legally were to happen... The PSA would not be responsible.
It's a Word document for your brain.
Yeah. Word document for your brain. You can put it in a book. You can even put it at the bottom of a letter.
It foils a lawyer. He's like, "Rah!"
Oh, shit. They put a PSA in here. Fuck.
That's like you get him out of your house.
Yeah.
You don't do a circle of salt around your lawyer. That's for witches, I think.
Vampires.
And vampires.
And elephants.
You go PSA, PSA, PSA 3 times and they have to leave your house.
No, that's from whatever episode of SpongeBob that was where he put a bunch of salt. It was like the hash slinging bullworm or something.
SpongeBob shouldn't have salt in his house because he has a pet snail, you know?
Yeah, that was really my one problem with the show.
Great show. A little bit of a problem there.
Salting
your house when you have a pet snail.
Are you careless?
Yeah.
What are you? Geez, someone needs the 12 steps.
Yeah, exactly.
So Drew and I are still alcoholics. Can believe that.
I mean, I'm an alcoholic every day I wake up. It's crazy.
I am too, and I've been increasingly, I've been pretty happy lately with that.
That's good.
I've been hot on like being okay with everything that's going on. Like just like
hot on the trail of being okay.
But just like
just
talking on the phone to a lot of other alcoholics, like everything that's if I'm feeling some negative emotions or whatever is I'm able to, I feel like I'm in a place where I'm able to observe myself thinking alcoholically and still be like, I recognize this is not a comfortable way to feel. It's not helpful. Maybe it's a bad way I'm behaving, and I recognize that, but it will change. And it's okay that I'm feeling this way.
I'm going to go ahead and say I listened to 90% of that, but then I got a call and a text, and I have to say, doing podcasts right now.
Who is it, your baby?
Mama.
Oh, it's Mama Baby.
Mama Baby. That sounds wrong.
It's the mom version of the baby.
Yeah.
I'm Mama Baby. I cook it a baby. Like,
right.
So Drew's having a baby. It's gonna happen very soon.
Oh yeah, I'm scared to death right now.
Drew's
I've,
gonna-
I've passed the point of like excited because it hadn't happened. I was like, it's gonna be great, and now I'm going to like classes
Yeah.
of like how to take care of your fucking baby.
You're also
Yeah.
past the point of no return.
I live in Georgia. I was past the point of no return after I forgot to fall out.
But Drew wants to have the baby, and it will keep him sober. That's what you've been telling me off mic.
Yeah.
This baby will.
I'm not
keep
doing
me
shit.
sober.
I'm just banking on this baby.
I don't have to go to meetings anymore.
I have a baby. That's how it always works. It's in the you read in between the lines of this thing, and it's
It's
like,
the-
just have a baby.
It's the 13th and a half step promise.
Well, yeah, if we know what the 13th step is.
That's why I said that.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
It was very smart of me to
I was
say
like, you know what?
that kind of is applicable.
Well, in all seriousness, you kind of shared a little bit already, but what did you do today to stay sober?
Oh, today.
All we have is today.
I woke up
No
and
day but today.
I had
A
a.
little rent for you.
Keep going.
Your only words don't know the words. No day but today. A rent.
Today, I had a slumber party last night at a girl's house.
Ooh, saucy.
So I didn't wake up and pray because
Should show her.
it'd be yeah. Hey, you want to pray with me? But then I went to work and then I talked to like 3 alcoholics so far today, and
It's always good.
we're rolling. I did make my bed when I came back. I did
You
my
threw
version of
a
making
giant comforter on who knows what's under it. That's Taylor's version.
All the-
Taylor's version.
all the candy that I go to bed with.
Yeah. I'm not. Yes, your privacy.
Don't mess with my
Your privacy.
don't mess
That's
with my
right.
piñata bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That just beats up the candy. And what else did I do? I was helpful. I fed that girl's cat because she went out of town. So I guess that's kind of being of service.
With like you spoon fed her milk. It was crazy.
Yeah.
You just gotta-
Little
come on,
tiny
stay-
spoon,
Yeah.
too.
Come on.
Yeah. And the cat was like, ugh.
Come
And
on.
its head goes side to side. The cat was in a high chair. It was buckled in.
Comes a fucking choo choo.
Yeah. So shout out to Bruce the cat. He's pretty cool.
Oh, Bruce.
His name's Bruce.
He's the boss.
I think I can say
He
his.
named after Bruce Springsteen.
I think I can say his name, and that doesn't reveal anything about anything.
No. Yeah.
Bruce the cat. Is he the boss?
Yeah.
He's the boss.
I'm a cat.
He's
By
no.
Bruce Springsteen.
He's more like the boss of like mice.
Like mice that are walking around. Yeah, little rodents.
he's
I
the-
think they're called mice.
You heard of these mice? Hey, you heard of these spiders? Sorry, the Johnny Pemberton. Did you see that? That Johnny Pemberton reel?
What?
like-
Who's Johnny Pemberton?
You never. I swear you have. I'll have to show you. It's a comedian, Johnny Pemberton. I think you've seen it. You heard of these spiders? They have 8 legs.
Oh yeah.
That's Johnny Pemberton.
Yeah, that's really good. Well,
Wait, hold on.
well,
Yeah, that's it. What did you do to stay sober today?
I worked with a sponsee who's killing the game. He's awesome, makes things really easy.
Nice.
He does more shit than I do, so I was like, yeah, keep doing the things.
Yeah.
But we
What's he
read
do?
something. He graduated from Georgia Tech, so some financial
Spill the
technical
tea.
thing. I don't know, some finance bro thing.
What's
but
his name?
What's his name? Where does he live? What's his address?
Tell me.
But
gonna
he's
ask.
doing really well. So we did that. I do that every time he reads a chapter.
Yeah,
The big fuck.
Yeah.
We read We Agnostics.
Ooh.
If you remember way back when we read We
Ow.
Agnostics,
Ooh, I
talked
have a
about
good-
God, and he was like, I wasn't really raised religious. I was like, that's a great template to start with,
Yeah.
because I feel like if you were raised religious, you're kind of jaded over the God thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, you don't have to do anything but be open right now.
I
And he's
feel-
like, okay.
Are you jaded by any of that? Or have you were you raised religious at all? Or was it just kind
I
of
was Methodist, so it's still pretty chill. It
Are your
wasn't.
parents still?
Yeah, my parents believe that Jesus will come back.
Do
which
they?
is, I think so.
Okay.
They're Christian.
Yeah.
And they still go to church.
Yeah.
Not every Sunday, I don't
Yeah.
think.
The older I get, the more and more I'm like, people are like, anyone who's really against religion like that, they're like, oh, they think down on people who are religious. I don't like that more and more.
No, I get it, because
Maybe it's because
we go to meetings every day.
I know. Maybe it's because I'm down with God, my
Down with
higher
the
power.
GOD.
down with the God.
It's got to be a Christian.
So
rock
it's like
song.
I just respect. Like we did this sober Jewish event last night. It was very touching. Everyone cried their
we
eyeballs
were
out.
goys among men.
Yeah, and I was like,
Don't we?
part of me, this is cool. I like.
We're not.
Part of me likes Judaism though. I don't know much about it, but
I love Judaism,
Yeah,
man.
it
I
seems
feel like I
tight.
missed out.
Judaism seems like a really cool religion.
Yeah, did the bar mitzvah circuit. I went to a bunch of bar and bat mitzvahs when I was. There's a lot of Jews when I grew up in Dunwoody.
Bird mitzvah.
Yeah, bird mitzvah sounds amazing, like a Jewish bird.
A little Jewish bird.
Yeah.
Tiny yarmulke.
And like the ceremony is you kick him off the ledge because he's a bird man now.
Yeah.
He has to fly.
And if he doesn't fly,
And that's a bird
he
funeral.
wasn't ready.
No, but yeah. So a lot of my friends when I was growing up were Jewish, so I got with the culture. Went to a bunch of seders, bar bat mitzvahs, but it was a fun experience. There's a lot of Hebrew, not Yiddish. Hebrew being spoke, and I was like, all right, sounds good. The Jewish community center that we're at is like, I think focused on,
The one we were at?
yeah, focused
Shabbat
on,
in town.
yes.
Do you think
Focused on,
in
knowing more about recovery and,
Yeah.
and sobriety and
Jeff's
all that stuff.
place? Shout out Jeff's place.
Shout out Jeff's.
They have a meeting there every. If you're in the Atlanta area and you're looking for a meeting on Sundays at 5 p.m., the Beltline meet. Drew, fucking quit spilling stuff.
I might be sober, but I still have a drinking problem. Working on my dad jokes.
I wish I had a boo button.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, good job.
No boo, you get an applause. Just pretend they were booing.
We were saying, meeting at
5 p.m.
5 p.m. on Sundays.
Beltline meeting, 5 p.m. on Sundays. It's a good one.
Shabbat Shalom, bitches. That's like their tagline. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Shabbat shalom, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's better, yeah.
Shabbat shalom, you dumb fucks.
Yeah, that's good too.
You stupid piece of shit.
Yeah. Baruch Adonai, Adonai, motherfucker.
I don't know what that is.
That's when it started the prayer.
I also don't know what Shabbat shalom is.
Hey, what's up?
What's Mazel Tov? Like hooray!
Congrats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like hooray more.
The guy was like, it was my birthday last week. And they're like, Mazel.
Yeah. Congrats.
Mazel.
So if you win the lottery, Mazel.
Motherfucking Mazel.
You pass a test,
Mazel.
you rob a bank.
Shabbat Shalom. Can I join?
Yeah. I'm sick of my job. Drew, you came in with all these hot ideas about doing something, but I have an idea also.
Oh, what?
Do you want to read the 10 step in the 12 and 12?
Yeah, I don't have my 12 and 12, but
have your
we can
phone?
pass it along.
You have your phone.
Yeah. 10 step in the 12 and 12.
I just did it with my sponsor on Tuesday, and it was really powerful.
Oh,
And I kind of want to.
shit.
I kind of want to do it. We've done the 12. We've done step 10 in the big book, right? We've been through that.
Yeah. We're in working with others. It's step 12.
But
Yeah.
I liked. I think we should do it.
12 and 12. Let me look it up.
I think it would help both of us through the times we're having.
Dude, I haven't been doing a consistent 10 to be completely honest.
I've been
in a long time.
A 10 is it's not a consistent part of my what is
12 steps in 12
part of mine?
traditions, step 10.
Praying, calling other alcoholics, going to meetings, demanding God why I don't have what I want. That's a big part of my program. Threatening God with rage. I do that.
Trying to
It's a big
get
part of my program.
here.
Threatening to hurt others if I don't get what I
got it.
want. Okay. You got it?
Yeah, I like this. Okay, so for those of you that don't remember step 10, let's break it out of
Those of you who have been slacking off, not
Yeah.
following along with the podcast.
continue to take a personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I knew what that was, but I was just,
Well, I don't know.
Gotta be sure.
Do you think you could?
personal inventory.
Do you think we can say all the steps together, like off of memory?
No.
No, I don't think.
Not word for word.
So. Yeah. One.
One is like, we ain't got this.
Admitted
Two,
we are powerless over alcohol. That our lives have become a manager.
there you go.
Claim
To believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity.
Three.
That's the God thing.
Yeah.
Maybe there is a God.
Three.
Humbly asked him. No.
That's 6. 3 is
There is a God. Turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood
decided
him.
to turn our will and our lives over to God
There you
and
go.
the care of God as we can.
Yeah, we're getting it.
4.
Take a thorough and moral inventory, and
Ask God help
God.
because this is a hard step.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. 4 is moral inventory. Write it down.
Yeah. 5 is tell someone about.
Tell someone about their moral inventory.
6 is God, take away my shit.
Yeah. Humbly ask themselves to remove our shortcomings. 7, also shortcomings. No, became willing. 6 is willing to remove shortcomings, and 7's like take them away.
Okay.
Yeah.
8 is
7 is the humble.
made
thing.
a list. 8 made a list of all those
persons and things we have harmed.
especially things.
Made the list.
I was mean to people.
Check it
I
twice.
smashed windows.
Yep. I smashed windows too. Window smashers. That's not right. We got to write it down.
Yeah.
Apologize.
In college, I don't think I'll get in trouble for this, but I had gotten a knife recently. I had like a window smasher on the end.
Like a spark plug?
I was no, but I have seen that. But I would hammer it, and I was walking through cars and just smashing. And then I had all these cuts on my arm, and the next day in carpentry class or whatever,
Did you take anything from those cars, or you just like smashing the
I
windows?
was just smashing the windows.
Oh. If you took from the cars, that was what in the streets that they call bipping.
Or
Or stealing from cars.
there's some other name. What's the word? This is all apparently.
Little
Not
kisses?
apparently. I would kiss the car after. What is it when you not apparently, like allegedly. I allegedly did all this.
Allegedly.
I allegedly did all this.
So yeah, we made a list of that, of who we harmed, and then 9,
Made amends.
Make the amends.
Make the amends.
Apologize and ask what we can do to set it
I
right.
cook the amends.
Make the amends. Make it extra spicy. Good. To make it extra spicy, you gotta not only apologize, but you gotta be specific and ask for ways in which you can make it right.
Yeah.
And then some of them are living amends. Anyways, we talked about that.
Sorry, I had a mustache hair. I had a mustache hair.
And then now we're at 10.
10.
And that is the we continue with the inventory.
Yes.
Yep.
We made it.
We did it. 11's praying and meditating, and 12 we were already kind of talking about.
Give it back.
Bam. We
Give
did
it back. You're using it. You're hogging it. Give it back.
Gotta give it away to keep it. Gotta keep it to get it. So this is step 10 in the 12 and 12. I don't think we've really read the 12 and 12.
12 and 12 is really spooky book.
Ooh. It's a
Halloween-
pop-up book.
Bill Wills originally wanted it to be a spooky Halloween themed book.
That was a dark and stormy.
And Ebby, Dr. Silkworth, Dr. Bob,
I think
and
Ebby
Bill
was part of it.
all got together, and Bill he sat them down. Like, guys, I have a great idea. It's Trump now. He's just, yeah.
Guys,
the
views and opinions expressed by Sober Boys in no way represent AA. Okay.
Yeah, but he sat them down. He's like, guys, I have a good money making idea.
What if we scare the crap out of them?
Yeah, scare him sober with a pop-up book.
And then Bob's like, can we just like further explain the steps? Because some of these we kind of just go right over.
And Ebby was like, I don't think I associated with half of you.
Yeah, Ebby was not. Yeah, sure. In your story, Ebby was there.
yeah. Ebby's there.
He was a housekeeper and he was in a French maid costume. He's like, guys.
There's the guy, the crosswalker was there.
Yeah.
The jaywalker was there.
Fred was there.
The hot stove was there.
Oh man, he's like, who wants to touch me?
Sorry, hey, on this episode of Alcoholics Anonymous, it's a crossover.
Oh
a
my
crossover
gosh.
episode of all the characters.
Ducky Silksworth was there.
Silksworth.
It's like, this is great.
DJ Ducky Silksworth.
Fiscal abnormality.
Yeah, fiscal.
Physical abnormality.
Not fiscal. It's an abnormality.
Physical. It can learn to fiscal.
Fiscal.
We're already rip and roaring.
I like to rip and roar like that though. That was a fun, creative rip and roar. And if you don't like it, you don't really know. We know more about AA than you.
Yeah, that's our tagline. Sober Boys. We know more about AA than you.
Yeah.
Don't even question.
Don't even question. We know we're making it up. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's got over 90 days, bitch.
That is not true also. Ebby wasn't there, and that is also not true. I'm almost there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
89 and a half.
I'm sorry. I thought.
I don't care. No one's counting, except I am.
I am. I have this counter right here, and yeah, you're right.
So yeah, we know more than AA than anyone. That's the only reason we can make these jokes, because they're knowledgeable jokes based in fact and presented as fiction. Okay, should we read it?
And then
In the 12th
performed as beat poets.
Yeah.
Poetry. Yeah, well, you know what? My mom just she didn't know who Shane Gillis was. And I was like, I really like him. He's a little controversial.
Hosting SNL.
Yeah. And I was trying to explain why that's a big deal. And I sent him some Shane Gillis clips, just stand-up clips, because I can't. She's not going to deal with him on a Joe Rogan podcast or anything like that. And I don't. Yeah. She just realized he's great. I hope he blows the roof off of SNL. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Mom.
I hope so
Me
too. I gotta type this in my phone. Oh God. Oh my God. Asheville.
She goes, sure, some of his stuff is a little wow, but crazy smart.
Would she watch his special? You said?
I sent him like 20 minutes of his stuff, and
there was this really great 8-minute tape from like The Cellar or something in New York City that was making the rounds. They took it down, but it was incredible. Some of that stuff was in his most recent special, though.
Yeah, he's very talented as a just straight up comedian. He's one of my favorite comedians right now.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, what? Like anybody judging any of it, you can't put any comedians on a pedestal because you can't put anybody on a pedestal. Everyone's flawed.
Yeah.
I judge comedians solely on how hard they make me laugh and how, brilliant they are in joke writing and delivery and all that stuff.
And that's why
bare bones, simple as that.
And that's why you pay no mind to what Cosby did.
No, yeah. I mean, Bill Cosby's my number one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Take that out of context.
Bill Cosby my number one. I separate art from artists.
There's a lot, yeah. In all seriousness, there's always a line. And
have you listened to Ted Kaczynski's SoundCloud?
What?
Have you listened to Ted Kaczynski's SoundCloud?
Is that the Unabomber?
Yeah.
Okay.
Incredible. Dog is
amazing.
here. The dog is downstairs now.
Dog is listening to Ted.
Dog is listening right now.
All right. Well, we've hit the topic of Ted Kaczynski's fake music career.
Yes.
I think it's time to actually get into some more structure.
Yeah. There's tiers to where the tangents take you.
Yeah, we're reading the 12 and 12, which is a approved literature. Yeah. It's a guidebook as you're doing these
examples steps. Of not AA approved literature. Probably
50 Shades of Grey,
a geometry textbook.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, the Places You'll Go.
Yeah, Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
Where the Wild Things Aren't.
Where the Wild Things May Be. I love the trilogy.
Where the Wild Things Were.
Yeah. Where the Wild Things Went.
Yeah.
That was the final one. It was so sad.
Where the Wild Things can't go. Where they went. Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to start? Because you just suggested this?
No, I want to.
I'm going to have to start.
Here we go. At the same time. Continue to take. Step 10. Continue to take personal inventory. And when we were wrong, promptly
admitted it.
Oh, yeah. What did I say?
That I was.
Oh, okay. You got scared. Thought I didn't say something right for a second.
Sorry.
Okay. Before we begin, I wanted to say, I want to say your eyelashes look great.
Thank you. I went to Sephora today.
Yeah, they did them.
Yes, continue.
This little piggy went to market. As we work the first 9 steps, we prepare ourselves for the adventure of a new life. Bring a backpack. But when we approach step 10, it says that. Bill wrote that.
It did.
Bill said, bring a backpack, bring your hiking gear. It's an adventure.
Bring your emotional backpack and your spiritual tools.
But when we approach step 10, we commence to put our AA way of living to practical use day by day in fair weather or foul. And when he said that, he meant chickens. Then
I thought he meant baseball.
He definitely didn't mean like ouchies or whatever. Okay, we got to get it together. Then comes the acid test. Can we stay sober, keep in emotional balance, and live to good purpose under all conditions? A continuous look at our assets and liabilities and a real desire to learn and grow by this means are necessities for us. We alcoholics have learned this the hard way. More experienced people, of course, in all times and places have practiced unsparing self-survey and criticism. For the wise have always known that no one can make much of his life until self-searching becomes a regular habit. Until he is able to admit and accept what he finds, and until he patiently and persistently tries to correct what is wrong. When a drunk has a terrific hangover because he drank heavily yesterday, he cannot live well today. But there is another kind of hangover which we all experience whether we are drinking or not. That is the emotional hangover. Ooh, this is what I really
Hello,
related.
darkness, my old friend. That's the
I've
when I
come
play.
to tickle you.
I heard that you were ticklish
And sleepy. Now I want to wake you uppy.
with a tickle and a whisper from my breath.
In your ear. I tickle.
That's my emotional hangover. That's what it sounds like. Sorry.
I tickle you till you puked. Restless. That's a fun parody.
Mm-hmm.
Weird Al.
Love Weird Al.
Weird Al. Weird Al uncut because he's not circumcised.
He's not Jewish.
Yeah. That is the emotional hangover, the direct result of yesterday's and sometimes today's excesses of negative emotion, anger, fear, jealousy, and the like. If we would live serenely today and tomorrow, we certainly need to eliminate these hangovers. This doesn't mean we need to wander morbidly around in the past. It requires an admission and correction of errors now.
Right now.
Our inventory enables us to settle with the past. When this is done, we are really able to leave it behind us. When our inventory is carefully taken and we have made peace with ourselves, the conviction follows that tomorrow's challenges can be met as they come.
There we go. There we go.
So far pretty boring.
No, it's not boring. No. That's what makes... Actually, step 10 is what makes Alcoholics Anonymous not boring.
Possible.
After, yeah. Probable. Possible. Anytime you want it. Stop trying to finish my sentences. They're not going to be right. I'm going to try not to leave any more gaps for you to try finish my...
Soup.
Yeah. I do want to talk about the last time I relapsed was...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not again?
No, not recently, but the last time.
True. When was this?
You're making it hard to focus.
True.
So this is like 3 years ago.
God, why didn't you tell me?
Maybe the second time I relapsed.
Ever?
No, the second to last time I relapsed. Anyways,
Okay.
I relapsed one of these times because I felt like I had graduated from AA. I did all 12 steps and I didn't listen to the last 3. Yep.
You feel like you got a diploma?
Yep. And I came into a meeting realizing that I didn't really have a fellowship. I didn't really have really good friends in the program. I did the 12 steps. I read the book through. I did what it asked me. I had a sponsor. I was calling the sponsor, but I just didn't feel like I was part of the AA community or the 12 part. Like it was not like a living thing for me.
Yeah.
It was done, and I didn't know and I felt like I don't know what else to do here. And a lot of that started was because I didn't do a consistent step 10.
Yeah.
Step 10 is how we grow and progress in this thing. It's how we keep discovering new things about ourselves. That's how we keep, changing in this program. It keeps the program interesting.
Yeah.
So even though what we read might be boring, it's not. But
it's just not you didn't like shout out in the middle of a paragraph.
Hey!
So I was like, wait, you weren't inspired by, you weren't struck screaming.
You're doing a really good job reading, and I was just letting you rip.
Thank you. I know I'm a good reader. So
I was just letting you rip.
Okay, good, because I'm reading the whole chapter.
Oh shit.
Here's my problem with whenever I have a sponsor, that's why I like my current sponsor. Sometimes I'll have a sponsor and they'll read we'll go through the 12 and he'll read the entirety of it. And I can't pay attention.
Why would...
I don't know, but I should have said something that's more on me. But it's like...
Have all your sponsors read all of it to you? Like a little bedtime story?
Yeah, they took me in.
Yeah, the weird thing about my sponsor, he's like, all right, when are you going to sleep? And he comes over and he tucks me in and he just finds the chair in the corner and he starts reading the big book until I fall asleep.
And he just he sits there all night.
I wake up, he's still there and he's staring at me and it's weird.
Yeah. There's a funny TJ Miller, he improvised at the beginning and he's talking about has anyone talked about this chair right here? Yeah, he's sitting in it. It's like... just the creepiest guy to wake up to. He's in the corner smoking, not a cigarette, but his body's just smoking.
Yeah. When my sponsor starts smoking, I just thought that was normal.
I should have brought it up to my sponsor, but he would read so much, and I couldn't. I would just I would lose focus, and I couldn't focus on what we were reading.
My sponsor reads so fast. I let him read so much.
It's
I stop him when there's parts that need to be underlined and focused on and everything. But I'm like, you're awesome. You read so fast.
Underlined, highlighted, italicized, bulleted, shipped off.
Put a little
to war.
Put a little cute little panda sticker on.
Yeah. Maybe light it on fire. Like put it pour some salt in a circle on the ground.
Pour some sugar on it.
Pour some sugar on it.
Yeah.
It's what my mama always said when I was a baby. I scratch myself. Pour some sugar on it.
I was going more with the hair metal. Pour some sugar on it. Anyways, yeah, it's strange that a sponsor would just read the whole thing. To me, that strikes me as strange. No sponsor of mine has ever done that.
I wanted to participate.
Yeah, it's a give and take usually that we do. That's why we're giving and taking.
But even when you're reading, sometimes I lose track of where we are.
Well, let me know.
It's hard to.
Let me know next time.
It's so hard for me to focus when someone else reads.
Maybe you have undiagnosed ADD.
Definitely a little bit.
Yeah.
But not enough to where I need medication for it.
Well, who knows?
It wouldn't help at this point. You don't give me Adderall.
I'm not saying Adderall.
Don't you dare. What else would you take?
I don't know. I'm no physician.
If I were to take Adderall, Focalin, Vyvanse, any of those.
I abuse Adderall like crazy, but I did take it to get a college diploma. I was like, when I was doing work, I was like, I might need this. I might have needed this. Yeah.
Everyone.
But it's also cocaine.
It works for everybody.
Yeah.
It works. It makes you focus.
Because it's cocaine.
Well, no, it's meth.
It's meth. Yeah, that's right.
It's all a derivative. It's all speed.
Yeah. It's speed. Yeah.
And if I were to be prescribed it, I would probably abuse it really quick.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a hard on. And I'd probably sweat.
I wasn't going to say it, but I was about to say that. I was like, my dick got so tiny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Adderall.
You get a little, you get
like you
dick.
just took a dip in a pool or something.
Ice bath challenge.
Yeah. And so many people calling me. I'm such a popular little boy.
Do you think it's dire?
No, it's fine.
Do you think it's circumstantial?
Yeah.
Do you think it's without question?
I think it's without a doubt.
There's no way in your right mind.
Okay. So
what?
I'm trying to focus us. I also have undiagnosed ADD, and I'm really trying really hard. Don't you dare touch a button.
I'll push all the buttons.
Don't do it. What are you, freaking dodo brained?
I'm gonna elevator style push all the buttons like an elf.
Don't even do it. That's like the beginning of Day in a Life by the Beatles, or like the middle.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Beatles.
Motherfucking Sergeant Pepper.
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Why did you say it like a realization? Why did you say?
Because I just realized.
Did you ever?
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, it's an album title. What? But the band has Lonely Hearts.
And then a club.
And then a club together.
Oh.
When did they form this club?
My God. Hey, Jimmy, you're going to listen to this.
You know that Hearts Club band thing you've been looking for? Well, listen to this. So, step 10 that we were reading, you so wanted to read, was focused on writing down a daily inventory of when we have done wrong things so we can stop it right there, nip it in the bud.
I have something to admit to you.
What?
I've never recorded a single podcast. It's been a ruse to get you here every time just to hang out with me.
Even when people ask us to make an appearance because they like our podcast, you've hired them as actors.
Yes, and all the
that live podcast, none of those people were real. They're all animatronics.
The YouTube channel, that's AI.
Oh shit!
I just AI'd that.
I was so believable. I thought I was talking.
Yeah, well, that's the joys of sobriety. That's the gifts.
If we ever,
that's the gifts coming true.
If we ever have when the podcast is this unhinged and we don't know where to go, then we can just go, well, that's the joys of sobriety.
You know how there's the promises coming true?
Yeah.
When do the gifts come true?
Gifties.
When do the guarantees happen?
The guarantee has already happened for me in that I did the steps, and not in a perfect way, and I still got to work on it. Like we're about to talk to you about step 10, and we'll, I guess, get more into it in the next episode.
We're doing a 3-hour podcast. We've got time.
I don't have time.
Oh.
So we're doing part 3, maybe a 3-part.
Yeah.
The gifts are that sense of neutrality where I can, I'm going to my job in a couple hours at a bar where I'm bartending, and I'm making a martini. And I'm like, mommy wants that martini. That's what I used to say when I didn't have the gift of neutrality. Yeah. I'm not.
While they're drinking,
Mommy wants it. Are you calling yourself mommy?
hey, Drew, do you want to drink in my martini? No.
No, it doesn't. So I'm not.
I should have got that.
I should have got that. I'm not doing that because
You're not professoring it.
The true gift was that sense of neutrality that I could care less about having any sort of beverage or alcohol in my system.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing.
I know how you do it.
Do tell. Yeah, we're getting into how and why.
You wear 2 eye patches at work. You pretend to be blind.
I get great tips. Terrible drinks, great tips.
You don't make
Liquid everywhere.
Yeah. But they like you.
I paint eyes on the eye patches. So they know that the eye patches are on, but they're too nice to say anything.
Beautiful like makeup.
Yeah.
Beautiful lashes.
Blue. I always want blue eyes on it. They're on there.
Blue.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm going to continue. Where were we? Although all inventories are alike in principle, the time factor does distinguish one from another. So the time factor between 4 and 10. There's the spot check inventory taken any time of the day whenever we find ourselves getting tangled up.
Ow.
Yeah. So there's the one that we take at day's end, and when we review the happenings of the hours just past. Here we cast up a balance sheet, crediting ourselves with things well done and chalking up debts where due. Then, sorry, my text is really tiny. Then there are those occasions when alone or in the company of our sponsor or spiritual advisor, we make a careful review of our progress since the last time. That's a little mini 4-step. Many AAs go in for annual or semi-annual house cleanings. Many of us also like the experience of an occasional retreat from the outside world where we can quiet down for an undisturbed day or so of self-overhaul and meditation. Don't disturb Daddy's in his meditation hole.
My least favorite part of a annual or semi-annual house cleaning is the physical.
Yeah.
My sponsor always makes me
stripped down.
Physical.
He's in the corner again after he reads me my bedtime story, and he's like, "All right, it's time for you."
He does the turn your head and cough thing.
Yeah. I didn't mean to tell you, sponsors aren't supposed to do that.
He also makes me drive in places.
It's so weird. I think we covered this last week.
Yeah. Like I forgot what happened.
Back to reading the things. Aren't these practices joy killers? Wait, no, they're asking a question. Sorry. Aren't these practices joy killers as well as time consumers? Must AAs spend most of their waking hours drearily rehashing their sins of omissions or commission?
Okay, hold on, cut. This time, can you be a little more aghast?
Aren't these practices joy killers as well as time consumers? Must AAs spend most of their waking hours drearily rehashing their sins of omission and commission?
Okay, and this time there's a really big spider. He's on the wall.
Aren't these practices joy killers as well as time consumers? Must AAs spend most of their waking hours drearily rehashing their sins of mission and commission? Are we going to do...
He's got a gun.
That's my pet. His name's Pete. He's just playing with a gun. No big deal.
Thank you. Drew, we'll be in touch.
Okay, cool. Well, hardly. Back to the emphasis on inventory. Well, hardly. That's not a no.
Well.
Hey, 12 and 12. That's not a no.
Yeah.
You said hardly.
Yeah. I barely. Don't call me hardly.
The Hardly Boys.
Was that from South Park?
Yeah. Oh. The emphasis on inventory is heavy only because a great many of us have never really acquired the habit of accurate self-appraisal. Once this healthy practice has become grooved, it will be so interesting and profitable that the time it takes won't be missed. For these minutes and sometimes hours spent in self-examination are bound to make all other hours of our day better and happier. I believe that. And at length, our inventories become a regular part of everyday living rather than something unusual or set apart.
Yeah.
That's an important emphasis. It's going to suck at first to write it, to write everything. And you get away from it. I've gotten away from being consistent.
Yeah.
And I think I've suffered from it in terms of not feeling as good as I did when it's hard to explain the kind of like calmness you feel.
Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
I was being sincere, but also at the same time being an asshole. I don't know why I did that. Oh yeah, that's good.
We're in rare form.
That's great.
We're in rare form today.
But this is the best it's ever been.
I'm
golfing with our friend tomorrow. I'm so excited.
You okay?
Yeah. I didn't get much sleep last night. I didn't take a nap.
Okay.
I'm
next time take a little nap so we can focus.
I did take a nap.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to focus up. I'm doing a show today. It's riff based. I gotta be all over the place.
All right. Well, I guess I will read more. We'll finish the 10-step next time.
We have 20 more minutes.
See you later.
Okay, I guess I'll fill 20 minutes. No. I can do it. I do my own solo podcast. I can fill 20 minutes by myself, Drew. I'm not dumb.
I'm not what like the doctor said.
I prove it wrong every day.
Look in the mirror and that's the first thing I read. Prove the doctor's wrong.
But I wrote it backwards so you can read it in the mirror.
So my mirror self can read it. Everyone knows that there's two selves.
Me in the mirror who's smart and me with the doctor that is dumb.
We're almost in sync. Almost perfectly.
But if you pay attention, there's a little bit of lag in the mirror.
I try to talk to my mirror self at night. He almost says something he wants to.
I can see him.
But I keep talking. And every time I stop, he stops.
I'm like, I swear.
This is a monologue from views from the outside, a memoir of a dog.
Yeah, a sequel to A View from the Bridge.
Yeah, a memoir.
You ever see A View from the Bridge?
No.
Fantastic play with Mark Strong.
Oh yeah,
yeah, very good.
Have you ever seen Bridge to Terabithia?
Yes,
she dies.
That's the prequel to A View from the Bridge. She dead at the end.
She dies.
Spoiler alerted.
Make sure them rope swings are tied tight.
How'd she die?
She fell off like a rope swing or something in the woods.
Well, is she dumb or something?
Yeah, kind of. She's fast, though. She's real fast.
Oh.
She's faster than all the boys.
So, The Bridge to Terabithia, what I really like about that movie is it's about a bridge.
And Terabithia is a prequel place.
Well, actually, that's what people want you to think, but actually it sucks because it's called Terabithia, like it's terrible. Thank you. This has been movie breakdowns based on the title.
I would love to do that. It's like we could do that for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
What the hell were we talking about?
I don't know. Step 10. My idea is coming to fruition.
It's better that I do a consistent 10-step. We've talked about what my 10-step looks like. I'll say what my 10-step looks like, and I want you to say what you've decided with your sponsor your 10-step looks like.
Before we go,
no.
Isn't it funny? No. Everything we've said is in this book.
I don't know what Bill was on. But we've been reading this entire time.
Yeah.
We're just now talking.
Yeah. We sorry guys. The
mirror thing, Bill? What the fuck?
Bill, that was weird. What? Was this when you took acid?
Are Bill? You I gotta feel the freaking spiritual awakening again.
That's why he took acid, right?
A bunch of things. He was seen as a god.
Ooh, cracking a beer.
It was like
oh, damn it.
It was a lot. We can talk about Bill's story towards the end. That's an interesting thing to talk about too. My 10-step, when I do it consistently, or if I don't do it and I pick it up again, I look at things in which I was...
Again. It's the Creed version.
What ways was I selfish today?
Yeah.
I write those things down.
Yeah.
What ways were I fearful today?
Yeah.
I write those things down. And which ways was I dishonest today?
Yeah.
I write those things down. There's another one too.
There is periods where you had been doing that?
Every day there's periods when I do that.
But
I write that
every day?
Yeah, that's what a 10-step inventory is. You write. That's what mine looks like.
Every day?
Where was I fearful? Where was I fearful, selfish, dishonest?
Yeah.
Fearful, selfish,
you
dishonest.
You write in a journal every day?
Or fearful, selfish, dishonest. What was the fourth thing?
A little stinker.
Or being a little stinker. I'm fearful, selfish, dishonest.
That's the title of this episode is Little Stinkers.
We are being a couple little stinkers.
And it's mostly my fault.
So I write those things down.
But wait, you do this every day?
When I'm doing this when I'm doing this well.
But you have not been doing it.
I have not been doing it, and I've been feeling
I just want to make sure we weren't giving you
repercussions. Don't give me credit right now. I probably twice a week.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get back into it. I have a notebook.
What are the
and I fill it up.
repercussions?
I don't know. I just feel a little disjointed. I feel a lot more calmer and more connected when I do it.
Like in your elbows and shoulders?
Yeah, knees and toes. And and I'm serious.
Okay,
This
well,
is
you started, you got to sing it.
it's actually head, shoulders, knees, and toes. What if it's like the kid's like, no, it's elbows, elbows, shoulders, knees. Why? It doesn't even. You go start the top down.
I know what I'm talking about.
Selfish.
Dishonest.
Dishonest.
Self-serving.
No, that's selfish. Selfish.
Self-absorbed.
Dishonest. Fearful. A liar.
Cheat.
Where's the
Pocketbook.
fill time?
Guys, I just hope you're all feeling good right now. I hope you're all like, before you go to bed tonight, think about like maybe what you can do better the next day, because that's all we really have is the next day and the day we just had. And I mean, the past, the present, the future, we all have it all at the same time, because we are experiencing the present moment, but our life is how we experience the present moment is just a cultivation of our past experiences, culminating into one mindset that we have to go into the next day. And, take how you were good today and apply that to tomorrow. Because maybe if you apply how you've been good over the course of your life, you can really, really coalesce into an ultimate being good being, That's what I think is all we're trying to do here is be better guys. That's what my sponsor told me. He's just trying to be a better guy than yesterday.
I cannot find it.
So all this crap about writing bullshit down in a journal, that's for the birds. I just think it. And I do better tomorrow. But if you do a 10-step, you write it down, that's okay too. All of it's okay. Everything we do is okay, unless you're doing bad stuff. That's not okay.
All right, we'll move on. Sorry. That was beautiful.
Thank you. I've been working on that.
And then I write those things down, and then I write down resentments. That's it. That's the fourth one.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, resentments.
Ugh, selfish, dishonest, resentments. Oh shit, I missed one.
You're fired from the podcast.
Jesus Christ.
You're not sober.
Selfish,
you're faking.
Dishonest, fearful, resentments.
Yeah.
And I write down the resentments, and I focus on whoever I resent, whatever I resent. I want that person, place, or thing to get absolutely everything that they want in life, and even if I don't meet it, and pray for them. And then I write down on the back page, I write down a gratitude list of 10 things that I'm grateful for, and then I write a couple of bullet points of things that I did well. That is my 10 step.
Wow. 10 things I'm grateful for. 10 things I want. I want a pony.
Yeah.
I want a really big birthday party. I want an Xbox 360. I want money.
What do y'all discuss your 10 steps to be?
What's I look like to me?
You okay? Are you all right?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking.
Did y'all discuss writing a physical 10 step? Since you read, you wanted to bring the 10 step up in the 12 and 12. It talks about that.
Whoa.
It's all on you.
Yeah, and I'm happy I made this happen. We wouldn't have had fun otherwise if we didn't do this.
I think we had a great time.
We've had nothing but a great time.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm trying.
But has your mirror self had a great time?
My mirror self experience is the exact opposite of what I'm experiencing.
Yeah.
So right now
we're basically just ripping off us.
Yeah. That movie by Jordan Michael. And so I do Jordan Orange Peel.
Did y'all discuss writing a physical 10 step?
That's the thing about me. I'm kind of sponsoring myself right now. No, we did discuss it. And I don't know if I want to say what my sponsor does. Should I say what he does or what?
Doesn't matter. I just asked you a simple question. Did y'all discuss writing a physical 10 step for your program?
It's not what I do right now. I probably could. I could benefit from it, but I don't.
Did he suggest to do that?
No.
Okay.
No. I do maybe once or twice a week include in my prayers, and I reflect.
Yeah.
I could benefit from it, but I'm pretty connected to God right now.
Okay, good for you. I'm glad.
I'm doing 90 and 90 drill. I'm immune. The next drill,
I'm cured.
I'm cured, at least right in this moment.
Yeah, we're both cured in this
We could
moment.
be cured a second at a time.
1 second at a time. 1 minute, 1 second at a time.
Yeah.
For me, the physical writing of it, it's just good to see on the paper. I'm not saying you should do this. That's all. I was curious. I wasn't gonna be like, you're bad for doing this. It's whatever works for the person. When I write something physically down more consistently, I feel better.
I have done either a 10th or a 4th step. What is it when you do it on one person? Like you do it on one person. Like say so you have
it's more like dealing with a
new resentment on something.
Yeah,
what do you do? You just write inventory on them.
Yeah,
I have done that, and that has helped.
I've never really like. What does that look like on one person?
I hate this guy so much.
I guess that's when I'm talking about when I write down resentments. If something's
if I have a new one,
like my boss would be on the resentment list. He still is, but it's not so bad anymore because I discussed it with my sponsor and I did write that one down. And I wanted the best for him, even if I didn't mean it. And it just makes
you have one of those rare cases where your boss is a boa constrictor.
Yeah, and he squeezed just right to where it like lined my back up for like a full year and a half. It was no big deal. Yeah. Now he's just squeezing too tight. There's actually a beautiful metaphor for how I'm feeling. He's just squeezing too tight, and I'm like, yo, relax. But he's not listening. He loves squeezing. Gets off on the squeezing.
Pretty much what boa constrictors do.
Yeah. He sees the light going out of my eyes, and I'm like, but we were boys.
What's the opposite of constricting?
Let loosing.
Yeah. Hey, you ever say to your boss, hey, I know you're a boa constrictor and all, but you ever try being a boa let loosing?
Yeah.
Boss.
A boa let loosing boss.
Boss snake.
Anyways, so I fucking...
Hey, you like that movie Boss Baby? Here's Boss Snake.
Love that. It's all snake versions. You just go to every...
So what's
you get a Netflix.
But snakes on a plane.
Sophie's Choice.
Babies on a plane.
Only got 2 snake eggs. And the snake Nazis make it choose which snake egg the snake needs to keep.
Sophie's Choice.
No, the snake no. In Sophie's Choice, it would be a snake, and then it would be a ferret or like what was Ricky Tikki Tavi? He was like a ferret, a mongoose. Yeah. So the mongooses would be the Nazis.
He's kind of a wiggly little worm.
Yeah. What? No, the mongooses would be Nazis, and the snakes would
No, I'm pretty sure he's a wiggly little worm. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Ricky Tikki Tavi? You telling me
Ricky Tikki Tavi was a mongoose?
You tell me he wasn't a wiggly
He was my hero because I hated snakes as a kid, and I was like, this guy's he kills all the snakes.
You've gone too far this time.
Him, St. Patrick.
Okay, well, who's a wiggly little worm then?
The hungry caterpillar.
Yeah, that's right. That's what that. He was a wiggly little worm.
The earthworm in James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, the earthworm in James Bond. James Bond.
Pauly Shore, I guess.
Pauly Shore is wormy.
Yeah.
Is he Jewish? Is that an anti-Semitic thing to say?
No, his mom's like Asian or
something. Because if it was, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it to be racist if it was. Anti-Semitic.
All right, Shane Gillis.
Oh, hey. Hey, as your mom said, he's saying powerful stuff.
Yeah, he is.
Powerful.
So we're going to get back into more of the 10-step, or depending on what you'd like to do next week. I like you having ideas and what. See, before we get off of the air.
I'm just afraid if we get it to 164, you'll stop doing the podcast with me.
Oh, I will. I'll disappear. I need this to, I'm a ghost.
You need to be free.
This is my unfinished business.
Yeah. To get to the 164.
You have no idea. And I feel like you've caught on. And I feel like this whole podcast, you've shown your hand.
Yeah.
So I've got you figured out now. I'm just going to blaze right through it and so I can rest in peace.
No!
Why did you choose to read Step 10? You say you recently read it with your sponsor and you were pretty moved by it. In which way and how so?
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm just going to go on my phone. Just go on my phone. Hold on.
I've got the best phone. It's all charged up as all the games.
They put an apple in her mouth. Why did I want to do this?
Yeah.
Well, I've been meaning to tell you that, Drew. I've been meaning to... I'm glad you asked.
Oh, I'm so glad I asked too.
Glad you asked. I saw this dumb reel once. Let me say this, and I'll close with this.
We'll close with this.
Yeah, we'll close with this. So, and close. So if we do
For those of you that don't know why we're laughing at you, Taylor's saying we'll close with this.
Yeah.
That is the signature move for anybody who has shared way too long in a meeting. That they've realized that they shared way too long. And what are you doing? And they say, "I'll close with this. I'll say this and I'll shut up."
Yeah,
like there's like special ways to say, yeah. So that was,
it's so funny when someone, I think we've mentioned this before, but when someone, it sounds like they're wrapping up and then they go on a little bit more. It's like, where did you find the inspiration?
say this and that would be all. And this is the last thing I'll say. And I'll close with this.
But sometimes they don't even say that. They just like, it's like, and here's a good ending point. And that's the thing about what I've been saying.
That's why we love timers and meetings. Timers and meetings are awesome.
Yeah. Because it's, how do you not know you've been sharing for too long?
Ego and lack of, self-awareness. You gonna answer my question before we head off air? Was the burp the answer? Second burp the answer?
We can try to stop making unreasonable I'm trying to figure out something really reached out and slapped me.
Did you underline it?
No.
What? Why are you underlining your book?
I don't know how to use a pen.
The reason I couldn't find what I was looking for here is because it wasn't underlined.
I don't know how to use a pen.
All right. Well, something moved you, and I guess that will be a cliffhanger for the next episode.
Well, so that's why I wanted to read this, because I wanted to find it again. I think. I don't know. It just it was we could read really fast again.
Few people have been more victimized by resentments than we alcoholics.
Where are you? Where'd you find that?
It matters.
Where are you?
I'm on page 90.
Wow, did we get there?
No, it matters little whether our resentments were justified or not. A burst of temper could spoil a day, and a well-nursed grudge can make us miserably ineffective. Nor were we ever skillful in separating justified and unjustified anger. As we saw it, our wrath was always justified. Anger, that occasional luxury of more balanced people, could keep us on emotional jag indefinitely. These emotional dry benders often led to straight to the bottle. Other kinds of disturbances, jealousy, envy, self-pity, and hurt pride did the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why we do these inventories all the time, to keep us in check.
So it was kind of just in relation to how I was feeling around a girl, and how I was really feeling emotionally out of balance, and like I was obsessively thinking about this situation.
And I'm sure there was a small little resentment towards that.
Probably, yeah. And just like I couldn't like stop thinking about this one thing. And I'm still a little bit tiny bit there, not really anymore. It's weird how it shifted, but it
got removed.
It got removed, and I was telling my sponsor, I wish we had read about the spot check inventory, because I feel like I needed something. I wasn't getting relief from how I was handling. I was like, I wonder if a spot check inventory would have helped. Maybe it would not have, but
we kind of did an inventory when we were talking about it on here.
Yeah.
You know, that was kind of like that. And I feel like it jumped.
But then it took 2 weeks to go away.
Oh, yeah. Resentments take however they take. I resented this guy in the program we'll call him...
It was Bill Wilson.
Yeah, we'll call him Dangerous Nights Crew for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do I fucking hate this guy so much?
Yeah.
And it didn't make any sense to me, but my sponsor said, just pray for it to be removed, and also that he gets everything he wants. Or and I kept doing that. And then one day I saw him and I was just indifferent. And I was like,
yeah, it's
like a weight lifted off. Because I don't want to hate anybody.
No.
I don't want that.
No.
It's kind of fun to like judge people.
Yeah.
And so I have to ask God to remove that. I got to be willing to ask that to be removed.
Yeah. But I think why it felt very applicable to how I had been feeling. And I can't like, we almost done.
Yeah, we're done.
But I just like, there's all this. So I guess to finally wrap up what we talked about the last 2 episodes, me going through girl stuff or whatever, it was a good learning experience of like, I don't even know what the lesson is.
Lesson is you were feeling disjointed and uncomfortable and all, and frustrated that this was, taking up all your thoughts in your brain, and you didn't drink over it to quiet those thoughts.
Yeah. And
you did something else to quiet those thoughts and had patience. You asked other people how they would deal with it, and you just talked to other guys about it. You didn't keep it internally.
Yeah.
If I kept that shit internally, I would fucking drink.
Yeah.
So,
but I still felt like I handled it there were still times where I did handle it immaturely when I was talking to her about it.
You're a human being.
Right. But we're still good because we hung out last night and we're good now. And now we're friends with benefits or whatever. And that's good. That's what I wanted the whole time. But for some reason and I think there's other parts. I don't need to go into it specifically, but there were other factors in the whole situation that were also hurting my emotions. I didn't know how to feel about them, I think. And now I think I've made peace with whatever's going on.
Yeah. Therapy is good too.
Yeah, I could go to that, but I don't have the money for that.
Main point before we leave is, this program will help you stop fucking obsessing over drinking and alcohol, but it's not going to solve your life problems, but it will give you tools to help you deal with said life problems if you just open your eyes and ears and listen to other people and be as open as you possibly can. And
take the cotton out of your mouth, put it in your butt.
Old timer.
Old timer that's slowly going senile.
Take cotton out of the mouth, put it in your butt. Well, when I say it with a southern accent, I say cotton, I sound racist. But
because why?
All right, Taylor's burping and farting all over the place. I think it's time to end it.
Wow, an hour and 30 minutes. I mean, an hour and 30 seconds.
Okay, good. We did it.
Guys, thank you. This has been maybe my most favorite episode yet.
It's been great.
It's been very
I
fun.
wish it could continue forever.
This would be, Drew and I did at one point, Drew did say, maybe we should just do a podcast that's nonsense. And maybe that's what this is turning out.
I think you're like, okay, I'll do that tomorrow. We talked about real stuff.
Yeah, we did. And that's the thing about this podcast is we have an idea of what it is, but also it's turning into whatever it's turning into. We don't have to do anything.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie, carpe diem, vina vita vici.
C'est comme ça.
Hold on, let me call my lawyer friends. Another Latin phrase.
Call your lawyer friends and go, PSA, 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 and freak them out. Got it.
Guys, Drew wants to wrap it up. I don't, but Drew does.
So I have to go to work.
Drew's got what time? 40 minutes.
Get my stuff together.
Okay. But what's Drew really?
You can't keep me on. Bye.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been Sober Boys starring Drew Taylor and Neely Quillian. Thank you so much. See you next time.
We are one person.